doing today is basically just the first boss battle mode. So what this is after you beat the game, you unlock this right here. And you play all the bosses in a row, basically with no power, and basically with just the health you get with having no health boost or anything like that. And it's actually pretty difficult because you have to make it through just about all the bosses, all the way up to Meta Knight, King DDD, Nightmare, without getting attacked, basically. And I just wanted to do a little playthrough and demonstration of this, based on the techniques that I developed to do this. I did watch some other videos, but I kind of wanted to stick with my own way of defeating the bosses, and for playing them straight in order, I'm going to show you some techniques and strategies that I have selected to use for basically each one. Alright, here we go. Now there's 4 different things that can happen here. Two different things with two different variations. First, the apples can appear, and you can have either apples all in a row enough to kill him, like right here, or you'll have a couple apples, and then basically he'll do his attack. Or you'll start off with his attack, he'll do the apples, or his attack can also go twice in a row, basically. And that's what's different about the Whispery Woods on the attacks as far as that goes. And so my key strategy for this right here with the Illustrator or the paint roller is to basically wait until I get the cloud and absorb the electric, which is going to help me out with the next boss. But what I was just basically trying to say for the first one is, once you jump out, there's a high percentage that the tree is going to attack first, and then you'll get the apples, but sometimes that is not the case, as you saw in my last video. Sometimes you'll be able to get enough apples just to kill him right off the bat. Sometimes you won't. And I also try to get the Star Rod as quick as possible. Like you saw right there, it actually played the music before I got it. And I cannot decide which one will spawn and which one won't spawn, depending on where I'm staring. I don't know if it actually influences it or not, but if you get it quick enough, they won't be able to do any attacks, and you can get them quick enough with the spark, which is basically my whole strategy for defeating them. Like right there, I got it either on the 0 through the first frame, because the Star Rod doesn't even appear, nor do you hear the music. But you can also catch it once it appears on other ones and still not have the music play, which means you caught the Star Rod on a pretty early frame. And the only reason you can do that on Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright is because you can actually follow them before the Star Rod appears, and as long as you stay right on their hitbox, you will actually get the Star Rod before it even appears, which makes you be able to go through it as quick as possible. On the Whispering Woods, I try to Kracko, this guy, because, you know, he just looks like he's on crack, I guess. I just try to hit him as much as I can.
Alright, time for Meta Knight. So I basically have what seems like a pretty well-developed strategy for most of the guys, except for Meta Knight. All I can basically do is counter his attack, so whenever he does attack, he doesn't have time to respond quickly before he can do another one, and using how long the distance is with Kirby's sword. Other than that, if you try and battle him horizontally, he's going to whoop your ass. And he gets at least one hit on me almost every time, so I try to get at least full health and only take 1 damage if I'm going to battle him, try and get through the whole boss mode and beat it. But when Kirby does this fast fall and he starts facing downward, is you cannot really attack. So I wait till I respawn back onto my feet and then immediately get an attack and then go back into the air so that he'll try and jump towards me. Never try and attack him when he's facing the other way. He does that to Legion. It's a little tease. A little Meta Knight tease. Fuck! Like I said, I always end up taking so much fucking damage every time I battle him. Probably way more than the actual Phantom and fucking King DDD. Or Nightmare, as I should call him. You can also do that, too, and land on him with the circle, but you have to be pretty close to his hitbox versus comparison to hitting him with a normal sword. Alright. And there we go. You can just stand right here and wait for the star rod to appear. Or float right here, I should say.
And that's basically a playthrough of all the main bosses, and then you have King DDD and Nightmare.
Let's do a little King DDD. Basically just focusing on counterattacks and avoiding getting sucked up on this. That's all. That sucks. Bring it on, King DDD. Do an attack. Ah, I knew he was gonna fucking suck a bear in the float. Come on. Come on. Attack me. Do it. Attack me. Game over. See ya.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but when I'm actually doing the versus boss battle mode, you actually have 0 lives, obviously, because you only have 1 chance to do it, and in this one I had 4. And what I did is, in the introduction of the video, is I did allowed the video to kind of run through the storyline of Kirby, and what I did is, after I defeated Meta Knight, is I went back to the regular game with high jump and with 3 health, so it would be basically the same as me continuing, but I wanted to give you guys, when I beat it, a little bit of the intro story mode. So basically you guys get a little bit of the beginning of the first Kirby game and a little bit of the story mode about it in the introduction of the video, and then at the end I want you guys to get a little bit of the ending of this story. And what really happened was King DDD wasn't really evil, but really more just trying to protect them. There was a bit of a misunderstanding, but just to give you guys a little bit of a storyline, I wanted to play through the regular ending boss on the game, or a file that hasn't been beat yet, to continue the boss battle after defeating Meta Knight. Damn it. Interesting enough, it does give you full health after this too. So I will upload another boss versus boss battle video. Just so you guys can see a little bit better, but this one I wanted to introduce a little bit of the story behind Kirby's Adventure since it's the first game. So that was Nightmare in orb form, and now we're going to face him in his true form. Show you my true form, motherfucker! Yeah. And boom, Kirby gets hit. Right? Schmidt. Let's fucking do this. Bring it on, you little bitch phantom. Now I noticed jumping into him with this attack doesn't do as much damage as it actually does with shooting him. Like right there, it didn't do anything for some reason, just because I hit him with that instead of... Stay on the ground and basically not going to get hit. Pushes him away when you hit him with the jumping attack Star Rock, but it doesn't really do any damage as far as I'm concerned. At least from my experience. Damn it. Missed that one. Quit jerking him. As soon as you fucking turn around to do that. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but something. And there you guys have it. That's all the bosses in the game. Now, when I have a better run going of all the first boss battle mode, I'll do that and upload it just so it'll be a quicker run. But I kind of wanted to demonstrate a little bit of storyline, like I said. So here's the ending credits, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Give a like, subscribe, and comment on the page if you feel necessary, and I'll answer any questions you guys want. Thank you for watching. Alrighty guys, and that's it. You get a little bit of the original Kirby's Adventure storyline. Give a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want. Thanks for watching.